Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for vector. Kindly refers to the example. Given the vector A is equals to 2i minus j plus 3k and the vector B where we have equals to 1i plus 2j minus k. Find the vector R. If vector A cross with the vector R is equals to B and the vector A dot with the vector R is equals to 3. Kindly refers to the hint and we try to substitute the information given. For example, A cross R and A dot R. So A cross with the situation A cross R. So refers to the situation, we notice that A actually is the same as the A. And B is the same as A. And C is the same as R. So equals to A dot with the C. So in here, the C is R. And the B in here is A. Minus, we have the bracket A dot with the B. Refers to the situation, actually the B is equals to the vector A also. And the C actually is equals to the vector R. So here we have the situation. So refers to this part, the A is still the same, the A, cross with the A cross R. So in here, A cross R is equals to B for the left hand side. Next, move on with the right hand side. So the A dot R actually is equals to 3A minus the A dot A where we have minus magnitude of A squared. R is still the same, R. So our focus is to find R. Kindly focus on the left hand side, we have the A cross B. So in here, the A cross B. Vector A where we have 2, negative 1 and 3. Vector B where we have 1, 2 and negative 1. So kindly cross the situation. So close up the I where we have 1 minus 6. Kindly close up the J. We have negative 2 minus 3. Kindly close up the K. We have 4 minus. So in here, we have negative 1. So it becomes positive 1. So simplify the situation and we will have negative 5. And then we have another positive 5. Then we have 5. So that is the product for the left hand side, A cross B. Next, move on with the right hand side where we have 3A. So 3, the vector A where we have 2, negative 1 and 3 minus the magnitude for the vector A where we have the square root 4 plus with the 1 plus with the 9. Do remember, square the situation. Then we have the vector R. Simplify. So we will have 6, negative 3 and 9 minus where we have 14 R. So kindly equate the situation. So rearrange the situation. We have 14R is equals to 6 minus 3, 9, minus we have negative 5, 5 and 5. So simplify. So we will have 14R is equals to, we have 11, we have negative 8, we have 4. So vector R is equals to 11 over 14, negative 4 over 7, and we have 2 over 7. That is the vector R. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for random variable. Kindly refers to the questions. A discrete random variable t has the probability distribution function as shown in the table below. So in here we have the PDF, which is the small f. So A, find the value of s. So at first we are going to find the s. So as we all know, the summation for the probability is equals to 1. So kindly sum up the situation. So try to imagine the situation in here. We have s, 2s, and then we have 4s. Next, focus on the x squared. Here we have 1s squared, 2s squared, and we have 5s squared equals to 1. Kindly rearrange the situation, and as we all know, it will become a quadratic situation. So kindly factorize the situation. So we have 5s minus 1 multiply s plus 1. So s is equals to 1 over 5 and s is equals to negative 1. So kindly focus on the definition of the discrete random variable. The probability must in between 0 until 1. So when the 0 is included. Number 2, the sum up or the summation must be equals to 1. So in here, S must be positive. So the value of S will be 1 over 5. So kindly substitute the situation. So for the negative 1, it is equals to S. So here we have the situation 0.2. For the 0, we have S squared. So if we square the 0.2, and we will have 0.04. As for the 1, we have S squared plus S. So our answer will be 0.24. As for the 2, we have 3S squared plus with 2S. So we will have 0.52. So kindly focus on the B, where we have the probability that from negative 1 until 2, where the negative 1 and 2 is not included. As we all know, this is the discrete situation, so sign is important. So at first, modify the situation so that we have the equal sign. So probabilities that we have t greater than equals to. So for this case, it will be 0. Next, t is less than and equals to. For the situation, we will have 1. So kindly refers to the table. We are required to add on the 0 and the 1. So in here, we will have 0.28 or 7 over 25. Continue. Kindly refers to C. Probabilities that we have the modulus t minus 1 less than 1. So kindly define the situation. So in here, we have the OR case, where we have t minus 1 greater than, we have negative 1. Follow the definition of the modulus. Next, we have less than 1. Kindly simplify the situation. So we have t greater than, we have 0. And we have less than, we have the 2. So do remember, modify the situation because it is a discrete random variable. So t will be equals to 1. Kindly refers to the table where we have t equals to 1, the answer is 0.24, or we have 6 over 25. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for special probability distribution. Kindly refers to the questions. It is known that at a certain school we have the 80% where we have the p, 0.8. Of the school did not go to school by car. So define it as C complement, which means that student did not go to school by car. Continue, refers to the question A. If 20, so here we have n. Students from the school are randomly selected. Find the probabilities that not more than 9. So in here we have the situation, probabilities that x less than or equals to 9. So for this case, if we represent the situation as x represent the blue in color. So in here, did not go to school by car. So for this case, the student go to school by car. So my suggestion is to define another mathematical language. We represent the situation by y, less than or equals to 9. Because this one represent the student go to school by car. Whereas for this case, the student did not go to school by car. So kindly ignore this part. So let's go to the questions. At first, define the situation. X is binomially distributed with 20 students and then 0.8, and we defined it as student did not go to school by car. So define opposite situation. Y is binomially distributed with 20 students and then 0.2. So for this case, student go to school by car. So refers to the title, we have blue in color and the green in color. So referring to the question A, the question said, probabilities that y not more than 9, less than or equals to 9, and the student go to school by car. So the proper title will be the green in color, and then ignore the blue in color. So refers to the statistical table. In here, we have to, first we have to modify. Since the situation is equal, so modification is not needed. Next, move on with the formula. In order to make use of the statistical table, so 1 minus probabilities that y greater equals to 10. Refers to the tables of binomial probability, and we have 1 minus 0.0026 for the situation y greater equals to 10. Finally, probabilities that y less than equals to 9, the answer will be 0.9974. Kindly refers to the question B. If 100 students, so here we have the n, from a school are randomly selected, what is the probability that from 11 to 17? So the question mentions that the student go to school by car. So the green in color will be the proper title. So kindly rewrite the title. Y is binomially distributed. We have 100 students, and then we have 0.2, which is the students go to school by car. As we all know, n is equals to 100, so binomial is not suitable. Next, y is Poissonally distributed. We have 20. So we have to ignore the Poisson because n is greater than 5. Next, normal. We have the 20 as a mean, and we have the 16. Means that the NPQ, 100 multiplied with 0.2 multiplied with 0.8, we have 16. So write the situation as standard deviation square, so where we have 4 square. So do remember, continuity correction is needed. Refers to the questions. The question said from 11 to 17. So from 11 to 17. So that will be the situation. So first of all, continuity correction is needed. So in here we have 10.5, and then we have 17.5. Second step is to standardize the situation. So probability is that we have 10.5 minus the 20 over 4. We have 17.5 minus 20 over 4. So kindly simplify. So we have the situation z is greater than negative 2.38 less than negative 0.63. So kindly refers to the situation. We have the diagram, and here we have the 0. So negative 2.38, we have negative 0.63. The region will be this part. So as we all know, our statistical table cannot refers to the left hand side, so we have to flip the situation, so it becomes the right hand side or the positive side. So here we have 0.63, then here we have 2.38. So this will be the region. Next, we have to write the formula. So probability is that z greater than 0.63 minus probability is that z greater than 2.38. Refers to the statistical table, page 20. We have 0.2643 for z greater than 0.63, and we have 0.0087 for z greater than 2.38. So if we simplify the situation, 0.2556 will be we have the probabilities that from the 11 to 17, the student go to school by car. Hello everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss the example for Newton-Raphson. Kindly refers to the question, given the equation fx is equals to, we have the exponent. Kindly rewrite the situation. We have ln, and then we have bracket 3 minus x to the power 1 over 2 minus x. Kindly simplify this function. So here we have exponent ln, so if we simplify, it becomes 1. So rewrite the function fx is equals to 3 minus x to the power 1 over 2 minus x. Continue. Use the Newton-Raphson method to estimate the root of the equation. Correct the 3 decimal places by taking the initial value as 1. So here we have the x0 is equals to 1. So first, what we have to do, we have the equation. Next is to differentiate the situation. So we have f prime x is equals to, focus on the bracket 3 minus x to the power 1 over 2. So differentiate, we have 1 over 2 bracket 3 minus x to the power of negative 1 over 2. And then do remember, differentiate the internal function 3 minus x, and we will have negative 1. Continue, focus on the negative x, so we will have negative 1. Rewrite the situation. So in here we have negative, we have 1 over 2, we have square root of 3 minus x, minus the 1. So that will be the f prime x. Next is to substitute the formula. We have x1 is equals to, we have the situation 1 minus the fx. So in here, the fx is on the left hand side. So when we have 3 minus 1, we have the square root minus the 1 over. The denominator will be the f prime x. So we have negative 1 over 2 square root of 3 minus 1 minus with the 1. Kindly refers to the calculator. Substitute, and we will have 1.30602. Rewrite the situation. Second substitution, we have 1.30602 minus, we have the square root of 3 minus 1.30602 minus the 1 over, we have negative 1 over 2 square root 3 minus 1.30602 minus the 1. So again, refers to the calculator, we have x sub 2 is equals to 1.30278. Repeat the process and we will have x sub 3 equals to 1.30278. And we notice that here we have the repetition. So the root x is equals to 1.303 because of 3 decimal places. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for integration. So kindly refers to the question. Solve the situation given by using the suitable substitution. Since the question mentions substitution, so let u is equals to exponent 2x minus 2. For the substitution, we only allow to select the internal part, not the whole part. So differentiate du dx. Differentiate the exponent, we have exponent 2x. Differentiate, so refers to the power, differentiate, and we will have 2. Negative 2, if we differentiate, we will have 0. So rewrite the situation, du over 2 is equals to exponent 2x dx. So notice that we have the situation exponent 2x dx. So when we have du over 2. So kindly substitute the situation. So first, integrate, and the highlight part is equals to du 1 over 2. Next, continue. We have 1 over square root of u because exponent 2x minus 2 is equals to u. Rewrite the situation and get ready for the integration. So integrate u to the power negative 1 over 2 du. So direct method, integrate. So when we have u to the power 1 over 2 over 1 over 2. So here we have 1 over 2 plus with the c. And let's simplify the situation and we will have square root of u, where we have exponent 2x minus 2 plus with the c. So here we have the situation for these questions. So we can rewrite the situation, integrate exponent 2x over square root of exponent 2x minus 2 dx is equals to square root of exponent 2x minus 2 plus with the c. So that will be the product. So for the second part, by using the integration by parts and the result from the A, show that the situation given. So kindly refers to the red in color, that is the part A. So now focus on the situation. Question mentioned that by using the by part method. So notice that we have this part. So it kind of similar of the question A. So refers to the situation where we have by part u and then we have the dv. So in this case, we have the polynomial and the exponent. So u will be the x. And the rest, we have exponent 2x over square root of exponent 2x minus 2 dx. So first, differentiate du dx. Second part, we have to integrate. So refers to the A, where we have red in color, and the answer v is equals to square root of exponent 2x minus 2. So by part method, u, v. So here we have the formula for by part. So x multiplied with the exponent 2x minus 2 minus, we have the integration sign, v. And then we have the du where we have dx. Next, refers to the question. So rewrite the situation. So what we can do is to multiply by the conjugate. So if we expand the situation, square root multiply with the square root, and we will have the situation. So kindly simplify the situation. So continue, refer this part. So try to imagine the situation. Here we have refers to the part A. So if we integrate, and we will have x multiplied with the exponent 2x minus 2 minus, we have the situation square root of exponent 2x minus 2 plus integrate, we have 2 over square root of exponent 2x minus 2. So refers to the situation. Since we have the common terms, so we can factor the situation, and here will be the situation. X minus 1 bracket multiply with the exponent 2x minus 2 plus we have to integrate 2 over square root of exponent 2x minus 2 respect to x. So kindly refers to the question, and we notice that this one is the right hand side, so we have to show the situation. So here will be the answer for these questions. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the situation for the integration and then related to area and volume. Kindly refers to the questions. In this figure, R is the region bounded by the line where we have y equals to 3 minus x and the curve and the y-axis. So here will be the region R. First, what we have to do is to find the intersection point. So the intersection point. So when we have the two function, 3 minus x is equals to 4x over 1 plus x. So kindly cross multiply the situation. So 3 minus x multiplied with 1 plus x is equals to 4x. Kindly expand 3 plus 3x minus x squared equals to 4x. Rewrite the situation. So we have x squared and then plus with the 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So x and plus 3, x minus 1 equals to 0. So x is equals to negative 3, x is equals to negative 1 become 1. So in this part, here will be the 1. So when x is equals to 1, y is equals to 2. So that will be the intersection point, 1, 2. Refers to the question A, find the area. So next, focus on the area. So as we can see, here we have the longest one. Then here we have the shortest one. In order to find the area, the longest minus the shortest. So integrate from 0 until 1 for the function. The longest one will be 3 minus x. Minus, we have the bracket. So we have the 4x over 1 plus x respect to x. So that will be the area. So let's begin the integration. So before we start the integration, kindly focus on this part. My suggestion is to simplify the situation. So here we have the long division. So here we have 4x, here we have x plus 1. So 4, we have 4x plus with the 4. So if we simplify, we have negative 4. So kindly rewrite the situation. So integrate 3 minus x minus, we have the bracket. So 4 minus 4 over x plus with the 1. Rewrite the situation. So integrate 3 minus 4, we have the negative 1. So negative x, negative 1 plus with 4 over x plus with the 1 respect to x from 0 until 1. Kindly integrate the situation. We have negative x squared over 2 minus x plus 4 ln x plus 1. With the limit, we have 1 and 0. So kindly substitute. We have negative 1 over 2 minus 1 plus 4 ln 2. Bracket. If we substitute 0, so we will have 0 minus 0 plus 4 ln 1, which is equals to 0. So finally, the area is equals to negative 3 over 2 plus 4 ln 2, or 1.273 unit square. That is the area for these questions. Next, kindly refers to B. The volume of the solid obtained when R is rotated about the x-axis. So here is the rotation. Give your answer in terms of pi. So as we all know, for the area and the volume, they have the similar formula, which is the longest minus the shortest. So for the volume, we have to multiply with the pi. Still the same, start from 0 until 1. So here, the longest function will be 3 minus x bracket square minus, we have 4x over 1 plus x bracket square respect to x. So that will be the situation for the volume. So kindly refers to the part A. Focus on this part. Simplest form. So we have pi integrate 3 minus x bracket square minus bracket. We have the 4 minus 4 over x plus 1 bracket square dx. Continue. We have pi 3 minus x bracket square. Focus on the second part. We have to expand the situation. So we have 16 minus we have 16 over x plus 1 minus we have 16 over x plus 1 plus we have 16 over x plus 1 to the power of 2 respect to x. So kindly rewrite the situation. 3 minus x bracket square minus 16, and then we have plus 32 over x plus 1. Then we have minus 16 bracket x plus 1 to the power of negative 2 dx. So next what we have to do is to integrate the situation. So here we have pi bracket, we have 3 minus x to the power of 3 over 3. Do you remember? Differentiate the internal function, negative 1. Minus 16x plus 32, we have ln x plus 1. Minus, we have 16 x plus 1 to the power of negative 1 over negative 1, and then we have 1. Limit 1, 0. So kindly rewrite the situation. We have pi bracket. So we have negative bracket 3 minus x to the power of 3 over 3 minus 16x plus we have 32 ln x plus 1. We have plus 16 over x plus 1. Limit 1, 0. So if we substitute the situation 1, so we will have the situation negative 8 over 3 minus 16 plus 32 ln 2, and then plus with the 8 if we substitute 1, minus if we substitute 0, so for sure we will have negative 9 plus 16, because for this part will become 0, this part also become 0. So we write the situation, we have negative 32 over 3 plus we have 32 ln 2 minus 7. Simplify, so we will have 32 ln 2 minus 53 over 3 bracket, we have the pi. Or in decimal, 4.514 pi unit cube. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for first order differential equation. Kindly refers to the questions. Food ration boxes are used by the army to distribute food in hut to reach the place by using the parachute. The boxes are released from the aeroplane and travel downwards with an acceleration given by the situation dv dt equals to g minus the beta multiplied with the velocity v, where the v is the velocity and t is the time measured from release of the box and g is the Earth's gravity. A. State the velocity v if the boxes are released with the initial velocity v0 at the time t equals to 0. Here we have the given differential equation dv dt equals to g minus beta v. By referring to the situation, separable variable is suitable for this case, where we have to separate dv dt. Next, we have 1 over g minus beta v. So kindly integrate ln g minus beta v. Differentiate the internal function respect to v. So we have a negative beta equals to t plus with the c. Kindly rearrange the situation and then try our best to simplify the situation given. So ln, we have g minus beta v is equals to negative beta t plus with the c due to the constant. G minus beta v equals to exponent negative beta t dot with exponent c. Then we have the situation g minus beta v is equals to a multiplied with exponent negative beta t. Rewrite the situation, beta v is equals to g minus a exponent negative beta t. Finally, v is equals to g minus a exponent negative beta t over beta. So kindly refers to the situation that mentions that when t equals to 0, the v will be v0. So kindly make use of the situation refers to this part. If we substitute the t equals to 0 and v equals to v naught, kindly find the value a. So in here we have g minus beta, v become v naught equals to, we have the a, exponent 0. So a is equals to g minus beta multiplied with the v naught. So kindly substitute into this part. So v is equals to g minus bracket, we have g minus beta v naught multiply exponent negative beta t over beta. So v is the answer, or we may simplify the situation. V is equals to g over beta minus, we have the bracket, g over beta minus v naught bracket, we have exponent negative beta t. So kindly refers to question B. Determine the difference of the velocity from the 10 to the 15 minutes. So first, find the 15. So let's say t equals to 15. So if we substitute, v is equals to g over beta minus bracket g over beta minus v naught exponent negative 15 beta. If we substitute t equals to 10, and we will have v g over beta minus bracket g over beta minus v naught, we have exponent negative 10 beta. So the question said difference. So we may use the 15 minus the 10. So that is the difference. So g over beta for the 15 minus g over beta for the 15 minus v naught exponent negative 15 beta minus bracket, we have g over beta for the 10 minus bracket g over beta for the 10 minus v naught bracket, and then exponent negative 10 beta. G over beta minus g over beta 0. So continue, we have negative bracket g over beta minus v naught exponent negative 15 beta, and then we have plus bracket g over beta minus v naught bracket exponent negative 10 beta. So we may factor the situation. We have a common terms in here. So what is our common terms? So this will be the common terms. So finally factor the situation. So g over beta minus v naught. So bracket, we have the exponent negative beta 10 beta minus exponent negative 15 beta. So that will be the difference. So kindly refers to the C. State the velocity of the box when t reach a large value. So t approaching infinity. So v is equals to g over beta minus bracket g over beta minus v naught over exponent beta t. So if we substitute into this part, so v is equals to g over beta minus bracket, we have g over beta minus v naught over exponent infinity. So as we all know, E infinity is infinity. So something over infinity will have 0. So v is equals to g over beta will be the velocity of the box when t reach a very large value. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss an example for random variable. A continuous random variable y has the probability density function f, where we have the fy. According to the fy, we have the function given. So kindly focus on the modulus y minus 3. So based on the definition, we have modulus y minus 3. We have a positive y minus 3. Y greater than or equals to 3. Next, we have negative y minus 3, where we have y less than 3. So that will be the definition for the modulus y minus 3. So kindly illustrate the situation in a real number line. First, we have 0 until 2. Next, we have 2 until 3. Finally, we have 3 until 5. Based on the definition, we have 0 until 2. Function is v. Next, we have 2 until 5. So in here, based on the definition, we have 3. We have to take into consideration. So based on 2 to 3, which is y less than 3, we have the definition v multiplied with negative y minus 3. From 3 until 5, where we have y greater or equals to 3, where we have v multiplied with the function y minus 3. Other than that, we have function 0. So that is the definition. So based on the situation number 1, we have to show that v is equals to 2 over 9. Based on the definition, as we all know, the summation from the negative infinity until infinity is equals to 1. So based on the situation, integrate, start from 0 until 2 for the function v dy. Plus, from the 2 until 3 for the function negative v multiplied with y minus 3 respect to y. Plus, integrate from 3 until 5, function v multiplied with y minus 3 respect to y, which is equals to 1. So let's begin. We have v bracket, we have y bracket, limit to 0, minus v bracket, we have y minus 3 bracket, we have square over 2. Do you remember? Differentiate the internal function where we have 1, limit 3 and 2. Plus, we have v bracket, y minus 3 bracket, square over 2 function. So 5, 3 is the limit equals to 1. Kindly substitute, we have v bracket, 2 minus 0, minus v over 2 bracket, we have 3 which is equals to 0, minus if we substitute 2 where we have 1, plus v over 2 bracket, substitute 5 where we have 4, substitute 3 where we have 0. So based on the situation, we have 2v minus become plus v over 2, and then continue, we have 2v equals to 1. So based on the situation, we have 4.5 or 9v over 2 equals to 1. So v is equals to 2 over 9. So we already shown the situation. So kindly substitute the situation in the real number line. Based on the situation below, where we have to integrate, start from 2 until 4. So from 2 until 3, the function will be negative 2 over 9 bracket, we have y minus 3 dy. Plus, from 3 until 4, we have another function where we have 2 over 9 bracket y minus 3 respect to y. So we are going to find the probability. So previously, we already integrate the situation. So we will have negative 2 over 9 bracket, we have y minus 3 to the power of 2 over 2, limit 3 and 2. Plus, we have 2 over 9, repeat the same process, y minus 3 bracket square over 2, limit 4, 3. Kindly simplify the situation before the substitution. So where we have 1 over 9 bracket, y minus 3 square, limit 3 and 2, plus 1 over 9 bracket, y minus 3 bracket square, limit 4 and 3. Kindly substitute 1 over 9 bracket. If we substitute 3, we will have 0, minus if we substitute 2, and we will have 1, plus 1 over 9. If we substitute 4, we will have 1. If we substitute 3, and we will have 0. So from here, we will have 1 over 9 plus with 1 over 9. The answer will be 2 over 9. Probability is that for y greater than 2 and less than equals to 4, the probability will be 2 over 9. Next, based on the situation given, where we have the probability is that modulus y minus 3 less than 2. Based on the definition, we have the n case. So y minus 3 greater than 2, where we have negative 2, less than 2. So probability is that we have 1, and then y, and then 5. So based on this case, we are going to find the situation start from 1 until 5. So my suggestion is 1 minus integrate start from 0 until 1 for the function 2 over 9 respect to y. Then eliminate this part, we will have 1 until 5. So continue, 1 minus, we have 2 over 9 bracket. So here y for the limit 1 and 0. So 1 minus 2 over 9 bracket. If we substitute 1 minus 0. So at the end, the probability is that modulus y minus 3 less than 2 is equals to 7 over 9. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for random variable. So the probability distribution function for the random variable y is as follows, where we have the function. So this one is q multiplied with 2cy. That is the function for y equals to 0, 1 and 2. So here we have the random variable y 0, 1, and 2. So the probability, if we substitute 0, and we will have Q, because 2C0 we will have 1. Next, 2C1 we will have 2 multiplied with the Q, so where we have 2Q. Continue, 2C2 we will have 1 multiplied with the Q, so that is the situation. So as we all know, if we sum up the probability, and we will have equals to 1. So kindly refers to A, the value of Q. So summation for the probability is equals to 1. So if we sum up, we will have 4Q is equals to 1. So Q equals to 1 over 4. So kindly substitute the situation into the table. First we have 1 over 4, then followed by 2 over 4, then 1 over 4. Next, focus on B. The probability is that y is greater than 0, less than equals to 2. First, what we have to do is to modify the situation where we have the equal sign. So probability is that y is greater than equals to, where we have 1, less than equals to 2. So in here, we need the 1 and 2. So kindly sum up the 1 and 2, where we have 2 plus with the 1 over 4. So the answer is 3 over 4, or 0.75. Next is to find the mean. So the formula for mean would be y multiplied with the probability. So we will have 0 over here, followed by 2 over 4, followed by 2 over 4. So the mean is equals to, we have 0 plus with 2 over 4 plus 2 over 4. So the mean will be equals to 1. Next is to find the variance for y. So before we find the variance for y, we need to find the y squared multiplied with the probability. So here we will have 0. Next, 1 squared multiplied with 2 over 4. 2 squared multiplied with 1 over 4, and we will have 1. So the y squared is the summation, where we have 0 plus with 2 over 4 plus with the 1. So we will have the answer 3 over 2 for the y squared. Next is to find the variance of y, where we have y squared minus the mean squared. So in here we have 3 over 2 minus, we have the mean, which is equals to 1. So 1 squared, we will have 1. So the answer is 1 over 2 for the variance y. Continue. Next, we have the variance 3y minus 2. Based on the definition, we have variance 3y plus variance negative 2. So in here we have 9 variance y plus with 0. So 9 multiplied with 1 over 2, so we will have 9 over 2 for the variance 3y minus 2. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for special probability distribution. Let the random variable x be the volume of a pack of a brand A chocolate milk. X is normally distributed with mean mu ml and the variance 26 ml. Given we have the probability that x is less than 612, which is equals to the probability 0.0853. If a pack of brand A chocolate milk is taken randomly, find the value of mu. Based on the situation, we have x is normally with the mean mu, and the variance we have the written in the standard deviation square. So where we have square root of 26 bracket square. Given the questions, we have x is less than 612 equals to 0.0853. So find the value of mu. So first, what we have to do is to standardize the situation. So probability is that we have z less than 612 minus mu over square root of 26 equals to 0.0853. So based on the situation, refers to the diagram. Let's say the value of z is over here. So based on the logic, z must be less than the value 612 minus mu over square root of 26. Makes sense. It is 0.0853. Do remember the z is negative value. Next, we have to flip the situation. So we have the z which is greater than. Then only we can make use of the statistical table. We write the formula. So z greater than 612 minus mu over square root of 26 equals to 0.0853. Kindly refers to the statistical table, and we have the value of z which is 1.37. So do remember, our original z is negative value. So meaning that the value of z must be a negative value. So kindly substitute 612 minus mu is equals to negative 1.37 multiplied with the square root of 26. So mu is equals to 612 and then plus 1.37 multiplied with the square root of 26. So the value of mu is equals to 618.99 ml. So kindly refers to B. We have the title, X is normally distributed, 618.99 is the mu, and we have the variance 26. B1, the volume of brand A chocolate milk is more than 615. Next, what we have to do is to standardize the situation. So property that Z is greater than 615 minus 618.99 over square root of 26. Continue. Properties that Z greater than negative 0.78. So kindly refers to the diagram. We have Z is equals to negative 0.78. The region will be this part. So based on the table, we have to reflect the situation. And here we have the Z 0.78. And here will be the region. Rewrite the formula. 1 minus probability is that Z greater than 0.78. Kindly refers to the table. We have 1 minus 0.2177. So the probability is that X is greater than 615 is equals to 0.7823. Kindly refers to B2. The volume of a brand A chocolate milk from 600 to 610. So where we have the question 600, 610. First, standardize the situation. So where we have 600 minus 618.99 over the square root of 26. We have 610 minus 618.99 over the square root of 26. So the probability will be negative 3.72 until negative 1.76. Refers to the diagram where we have negative 3.72, 1.76. We have the negative, so here will be the region. Reflect the situation. So here will be the Z 1.76, 3.72. So here will be the region. We write the formula. So probability is that Z greater equals to 1.76 minus probability is that Z greater equals to 3.72. Refers to the statistical table where we have 0.0392 minus 0.0001. So the probability is that from the 600 to 610, the probability will be 0.0391. Next, given the probability of the volume, brand A chocolate milk is not more than K. So probability is that X is not more than K. The answer is 0.00539. Same as usual, standardize the situation. So K minus 618.99 over the square root of 26. Next, refers to the diagram. Let's say the Z is over here, then less than the situation. So it makes sense, 0.00539 for this shaded region. Next is to reflect the situation. So here we have the Z. So we write the formula. So probability is that Z greater equals to K minus 618.99 over the square root of 26, 0.00539. But refers to the table where we have 2.55. If notice that the value of Z is 2.55, but the original question, Z actually is negative. So from here, we have the negative 2.55. So kindly substitute the situation. K minus 618.99 equals to negative 2.55 multiplied with the square root of 26. So K will be equals to 618.99 and then minus with 2.55 multiplied with the square root of 26. So K will be equals to the situation 605.99. If we round up, so K will be approximately 606. Continue. A rental car service center company has 5 cars. So where we have the 5 cars as an N available for rental each day, assuming that each car is rented out of the whole day. The mean numbers of cars rent out each day is 2. So based on the situation, we notice that it is a Poisson distribution with the mean 2. So question, find the probabilities that the company cannot meet the demand for cars on any one day. So from here, we have the maximum 5 cars. The question said cannot meet the demand means that must be more. So question, probabilities that x greater than 5. So based on the situation, it is a discrete variable. So what we have to do is to modify. So x is greater or equals to 6. Next, by referring to the statistical table for the table Poisson probability, x is greater than 6 for the mean 2, the answer is 0.0166. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and share this video to your friend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.